welcome to Wednesday. So yesterday I didn't vlog because I wanted to work on the application. Like I said, this is going to be an on-off thing. But yeah, before we get started on anything, I need to first clean this kitchen up a little bit and also take a shower. So let's go. I think the number one thing that I need to fix about these vlogs is not filming in the morning and then at night. There's this huge time skip and I'm not a fan. So I'll try and do that Friday. We'll try and make something work. So something that I would like to do in this vlog is some recurring segments, such as, today's going to be a rant. I want to rant behind UIKit versus SwiftUI, what are the differences, what you should go for, stuff like that. Others are going to be, I want to do like a tutorial Tuesday, that way I teach some programming as well. A Q&A, stuff like that. But if you guys have any other ideas for segments that could be inside of this vlog, let me know. I think it could be interesting. So in trying to think of a topic that I wanted to talk about today, something that came up on my Twitter feed was UIKit or SwiftUI, that you should only go UIKit first and then SwiftUI, or you should go SwiftUI to UIKit and vice versa. And there's this big argument that people are having all the time. I don't want to say this argument is unwarranted, because obviously there's reasons for everything, right? So obviously the pros of UIKit are going to be its foundation, right? It's been used for many years, and it's all over. All of the large companies practically use it. It's a lot more fleshed out. It works better with certain technologies than SwiftUI does, such as ARKit and those kind of things. Whereas SwiftUI, it's a lot faster to get things done. Anyone can really learn how to do SwiftUI, and it's so easy, simple to get at least the design of the application done. In my personal businesses that I'm working on right now, getting the design done as fast as possible is quite honestly the most important thing to us, because we want to be sure that we can show an MVP to investors, to people that are interested in looking into this product. That way we can show them that, hey, we kind of know what we're doing and we want to improve upon this, and will you invest in this? And we show them the iPhone, and it's something that they can touch and hold. And we can get something done, at least an MVP version of it, done in a couple weeks. Whereas with UIKit, you hang on to that thing and you work on that thing for at least a month, depending on the project. Like Swappable, I'm working on it right now. If I were to do this in UIKit, it would no doubt take at least a month. But I'm a week or two into it, and I'm practically done with it. It's nice. But here's the catch. So it depends on what you want to do in your life, whether you should go for UIKit or SwiftUI. If you're wanting to work at, say, Apple, if you're wanting to work at LinkedIn or all of these bigger companies out there, they need to service larger audiences that consist of people that do not upgrade their iOS software. And for that reason alone, a lot of them stick with UIKit. Because SwiftUI, at least the good version of SwiftUI, is iOS 14 and up. iOS 15 has a lot more features than iOS 14 does. And so, for instance, I came to my parents' place this week, and they have not updated their iOS devices in over 4 years. They were still on iOS 11. And so you have to think that these larger companies are going to be servicing people like my parents. And so for that reason, they're not going to be switching over a whole lot. Just like when we switched from Objective-C to Swift, there was some migration issues. There was potential for, changes that are coming faster in the future. And that's what we're seeing with SwiftUI right now. As we go with SwiftUI, it changes iOS to iOS version, the way that we do things. And so that potentially can lead to certain issues. And also it just shows that a lot of functionality is just not there at the moment and needs to be improved upon as we go further into the future. Now, I have seen in the tech space more and more larger companies dabbling in SwiftUI, but a lot of them are, at least with their main applications, are going to be sticking with UIKit. And so for that reason alone, if you're wanting to get hired by a larger company, then you want to go the UIKit route. Whereas if you are a startup founder, if you're wanting to build your own projects, your own small projects, your side projects or whatever, you're wanting to go the SwiftUI route because you can iterate fast. You can create an MVP as fast as possible and get it into the hands of people to get feedback faster. And the way that you iterate in SwiftUI is incredibly fast as well. If you want to make a UI change, you can do it in a line of code. It's super simple. And there is also another reason to go UIKit, which I believe is very important to keep in mind as well. When you get into UIKit, you learn about delegates, protocols, a bunch of other things that aren't necessarily used in SwiftUI as much. Obviously, they still can be used, but not as much. And so in the end, it gives you a lot more knowledge into technologies that maybe you'll potentially use one day that are only founded in UIKit. And so it's important to understand at least how UIKit works when you are dabbling in SwiftUI or when you're mainly going into SwiftUI. But what we really care about, at least in the smaller companies, are what gets the job done. And typically, if it's going to be done faster with SwiftUI, then you go SwiftUI. So yeah, those are more or less my thoughts on everything. Let me know if you disagree, if you agree. Leave them down in the comment section down below. I'll try and respond to every one of them. If I'm not programming, I'm usually taking patches out on a walk. So that's what I'm doing now. So as far as progress on the app is going, I fleshed out a bit of the designs. I really like these icons at the bottom. And then I'm trying to go for a very simplistic view. I also made it so this icon at the bottom is just bouncing around. So you have this little dot that goes between the two. I think it's a nice little accent. And then I just cleaned up this view a lot more, I think. That way it's also a bit smoother, but also now the image fills the entire screen. This is going to be a drop down. I'm working on that. Also, this needs to be a drop down. And then I worked on the chat view as well a bit more today. So now we have chats, and that's what that's going to look like. I need to work on these colors. I'm not a big fan of that. But so far, I think it's turning out pretty nice. So I'm pretty proud of how the design is looking so far. It's all connected to Firebase as well, so you can log in via Firebase, upload photos, do all that kind of stuff. It's all working. I have a little bit of an issue with certain design aspects, so I'm going to be working on those a little bit more tomorrow, working on those drop downs like I was talking about. But yeah, it should be fun. All right, so I'm editing this now and just realized that I didn't say goodbye. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great week. Let me know what you guys think about this vlog, if it's going well in your eyes, what could be fixed, what could be better. I know I'm trying to basically garner a different audience doing this, but I think it's more enjoyable for me to do this, so that's why I'm doing this. But yeah, let me know. See you guys in the next one.